back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Scroll Mod. Alright, we are now in the Sanctuary. We've been talking to Orichin over here. He's been giving us a lot of information, and we've been pulling off some more quests off the Mercy board. And it appears we're going to be pulling a lot of lore information out of this area. There's a bunch of books and stuff around here, too, that we have not read yet. And we still haven't finished talking with Orichin. And speaking of books, there are a couple more books that we have picked up. And I want to check these out too before we forget about them. We got this, the Touch of Evil book and the Simpler Times. We haven't read any of these yet, so let's go ahead and check out this one here, the Touch of Evil. Alright, looks like we had a couple chapters here again in this one. The Touch of Evil. There is an evil sickness that stalks this land, brought into existence by an unknown enemy. Once contracted, the victim is doomed to death, but not without passing through a terrible transformation. First, the victim's skin turns pale and any body hair they have begins to fall out. Next, their joints begin to stiffen, making it hard for them to move. Just before the final transition takes place, some have told us of how they lose all feeling in their body, becoming oblivious to pain. When the final changing does take place, all hope and recovery is lost. At this stage, the victim becomes mindless, turning into nothing more than a walking dead, being always hungry and doing anything it can to maintain its awful existence, violently attacking any living being in the hope of gaining some form of sustenance to keep its perverse survival for as long as possible. We call this evil affliction the Touch of Evil. The masses call it the Scourge. The living dead. At first glance, someone in the final stages of the sickness could be mistaken for an undead, so awful is their gaunt expression and hairless, often mutilated body. Even their staggered saunter and mindless responses reinforce this illusion, but do not be fooled. No divine turning has ever succeeded in infecting these depraved creatures in any way. The theory is that because their wretched bodies still contain a glimmer of the gift of life, then they are not dead, and no amount of call for divine turning will help in fending off these abominations. These should be considered the living dead, those who have all the appearance of death, yet still have the gift of life in them. There is currently known only a limited way to defend oneself against these sorrowful beings: fight or flight. It should be noted, however, that the infected have been seen to group together, so be prepared to defend against more than one at a time if you decide to fight them, and beware of contamination. Contamination source. A learned brother named Carmichael managed to capture a scourge victim and kept it in isolation for a period of time as he searched for a cure. Even though the patient was offered food, it refused to eat, appearing only to sniff out untarnished flesh of any who come near it. Unfortunately, the patient died due to lack of food. On the same day, Carmichael took the body for burial, but as he did so, the creature suddenly sprang up and attacked him. Without thinking, Carmichael attempted to turn the manifestation before him, and this time, praise be to Boran, it worked. Unfortunately, a few days later, it became obvious that Carmichael had been infected. Apparently, he had taken a blow during the struggle, which had resisted any healing. Within only a few days, Carmichael's skin turned pale and his hair fell out. Not wishing to pass through the final stages of the sickness himself, he took his own life in the hope that it would also spare his friends and colleagues of what lay ahead. Unfortunately, upon his death, his lifeless body soon rose again as an undead before being discovered. On that day, 2 acolytes fell to the evil that had spawned from the once holy man before it was eventually destroyed. Oh, nice, 50 experience points we got. The bodies of the acolytes were burned to prevent any further manifestations, but for reasons unknown only to Boran, no other person was injured during the conflict with the undead brother showed any signs of infection. For this reason, it is not fully known how this affliction spreads, but physical contact with an infected, especially if suffering from an injury caused by them, appears to increase the risk of infection. The latest theory is that the chance of infection decreases the further along the potential victim is from the original source contamination. However, this may just be hopeful thinking. A more likely reason for avoiding infection is a strong constitution or protection from boran, or what the masses describe to simple luck. After careful consideration, it was concluded by the Council of Elders that the sickness is not natural and has the same source as that which creates the undead, evil. Somehow the evil that causes the undead to manifest has found a new way to infect the world of Althea, as a force that can potentially take hold of a living soul even before they be dead and slowly devour their life from within to the eventual devastating consequences witnessed. Alright, well, we got a level up from that deal. Let's see, we'll take care of that level up in a minute. Let's get this other book here, Simpler Times. Let's see what this one says.
Lore updated.
Alright, arcane lore. And anything new over here? No. The Darkening and Arcane Lore. The event now commonly called as the Darkening is known as such because it was a time when the power of magic and the knowledge of many races were withdrawn from the world. However, in the months that followed this event, it was later discovered that not all magic was lost at first thought, but some rare scrolls and some rarer magic items have survived. The surviving magical items became known as objects of arcane lore, because they contain the secrets of the magic prior to the Darkening. Unfortunately, although the arcane lore items can still be used today by those with the knowledge, the secrets to their power they hold, and of their construction remains locked away, with no one being able to duplicate or replicate their like since. Please note the term arcane lore must not be confused with the term used to distinguish the arcane path used by wizard guilds, as there can be arcane lore scrolls that contain divine magic, as well as those that contain arcane magic. Restricted casting. Through the study of arcane lore, a greater understanding of magic and its paler manifestation as magic has been better understood. Unfortunately, however, the latest studies have also shown that the ability for a spellcaster to be able to cast any spell they have knowledge of at any time, like was possible prior to the Darkening during the time of color magic, cannot be mastered again, and the spellcaster is now required to learn ahead of time any spell they may potentially need to cast in the 8-hour period following the learning. This change has unexpectedly affected both clerics and wizards. It was not known prior to the Darkening that a cleric's flexibility of prayers also relied on the color magic system, a system traditionally only associated with wizards. However, most clerics adapted to this change easier than their wizard counterparts, and it is suspected this is because the prayers of clerics are still more flexible, with spontaneous casting of healing spells, than for a wizard who is restricted to what they choose to learn ahead of time. Schisms and new ways. This new restriction infuriated and frustrated many wizards of the known guilds, and there have been splits in schools of thought and even in loyalties. Some have turned away from the guilds to seek other methods of spellcasting like that of a sorcerer, and yet others have turned from the arcane path altogether to seek their own power. These and those like them have become known as warlocks. To those that remain loyal in their research and studies, however, a substitute method to the dynamic casting ability of color magic can be adopted. It has been discovered that if a spellcaster can acquire an arcane lore scroll, then they have in their hands the potential to always be able to cast a spell written in the scroll, all the while they have the power to do so. Therefore, the more arcane lore scrolls a caster can find, the less they have to rely on learning those spells ahead of time. An inspiring read. 200 experience points, nice. The Darkening and the Empire. It is now common belief that the Emperor may have had knowledge of arcane lore earlier than most, and is how he was able to establish power and control at the time of the Darkening. However, as personal contact to the Emperor is restricted to all, bar the highest-ranking officials, then the truth behind his ascendance to power is still unknown. Indeed, very little is known about the Emperor and his officials, except that their influence reaches to every level of society, including our own village of New Edgeton. Alright, so that's all our books that we have that we read. So let's take care of these level ups before we talk to Origin again. Alright, second level Paladin. Let's keep going as a Paladin. And let's see, let's go with some diplomacy and heal. And let's get concentration. Alright, we just picked up Divine Grace and Lay on Hands. Let's check and make sure nothing changed with those. Divine Grace. Paladins add their Charisma bonus to all saving throws. Alright, and Lay on Hands. With this feat, characters can heal damage equal to their class level, multiplied by their Charisma modifier. When used against undead creatures, it is treated as a touch attack spell that delivers damage instead of healing. Nice. Alright, let's hotkey that. Alright, moving on. Ariel. We're going to keep him going as a wizard too. Second level. Oh, we have a deity. Oh, we got Boran. Lawful Good, Quarterstaff. What is his alignment again? Yeah, Lawful Good. Yeah, there's a bunch of new ones in here. We got some Chaotic Goods, one Pure Good. You know what, let's just go with Boran. Yeah, Lawful Good and Favorite Weapon, Quarterstaff. That should be fine. Alright, Concentration, Alchemy, Craft Armor, Craft Weapon. Let's keep going with Lore, and we have one more point. Let's put that in Spellcraft. That should be good. Ooh, he's got a Cocoon spell too. You know what, let's go ahead and get that. It'll probably come in handy. So we have one more spell we can pick. Maybe one of these orbs would be nice to have. And Dirt Elements would probably be nice too. Or Grease. Let's get Orb of Sound. Yeah, Lesser Orb of Sound. Yeah, that should be good. And we got all the 0 spells. Alright, that should be good. Alright, now, let's see. Did his stuff change? Oh no, it's going to stay uncertain. Okay. Oh yeah, Ariel Dune cannot change his deity via level up. Oh, there must be something going on with him. Alright, let's go on to Threska. Alright, she's set to uncertain too, now that she's changing her alignment. Yeah, we still need to find a book for her so she can change to a good deity. Alright, anyways, let's continue leveling up here. Let's keep going with a cleric for her. And... Martha Morduin, I believe that's a Dwarven deity. Yeah, the rest of these are just saying that we've seen. You know what, let's just stay with that one. Morningstar, neutral, good. That's fine. Alright, we got 2 points. Let's go concentration. And we don't need heal. We don't really need lore. So let's go spellcraft with her. Alright. Oh, it did change back again. Threska cannot change her deity via level up. Oh, that's probably because she doesn't have... She has to get it from a book. Alright. Well, next thing, let's take a look at spells. We get a first level spell. Ooh. You have a PC with a cleric class that is without a faith. The PC must acquire a new faith, study a valid holy book, often found within sanctuaries, before they will gain prayers other than orisons and possibly domain spells. In the meanwhile, their faith and deity will be set as uncertain. Okay. This also prevents the same spells being learned in other classes the PC may have. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to explain why they can't get their deities, I guess. Alright, in the meantime, what do we want for spells? Maybe some Divine Favor. Or actually, Shield of Faith might be good. You know what, let's go ahead and get that. Let's make sure it hasn't changed. Target gains a +2 deflection bonus to their armor class with an additional +1 bonus for every 6 caster levels you have, up to a maximum of 5. Lasts a minute a level. Alright, I believe that's the same as normal. And let's just pick up another Cure Miners. Yeah, these other ones are kind of useless. And this, they've been changed. Let's check them. Yeah, 1 negative. That's useless. And we got resistance. +1 bonus to all saving throws. That lasts for a minute. That's not too bad. And we got Virtue. Target creature gains 1 to 4 temporary hit points above his maximum total. 60 seconds of level. Oh, I think that might actually be different. That's actually better than what it was. I think that was like 1 temporary hit point, wasn't it? I don't remember. But anyways, I'm still going to stick with Cure Miners. Alright. Now, alright, we got Orchin right here. Let's continue talking. Alright. About that barrier. Yes, what about the barrier? I understand you may know something about the barrier that blocks any exit from the village. Well, I have been looking into it and may have some ideas. What have you learned? Is there anything I can do to help? Actually, I believe there is something you can do to help. I have a theory you may be able to help me prove. Please explain. Well, from all reports that have reached us, the barrier appears to be a localized event to New Edgeton only. Therefore, I believe the problem must lie somewhere within the village itself. Have you any ideas where? No idea at the moment, I'm afraid, but I do have an idea on how we might find out. What's your idea? We can use a form of divination prayer. It involves asking Boran for guidance. Alright, we got class knowledge here. I've heard of that type of prayer. Doesn't it involve prayer sticks? The prayer I have in mind is very similar, but involves 3 larger rods that will help us to locate the source of the problem. They are not required for the prayer exactly, but will be needed afterwards. What do you mean? In what way are the rods required, then? The rods must be placed in certain locations. Once placed, their magic will reveal the source of the problem. The prayer I have in mind will help tell us where the rods must be placed. I see. In that case, say your prayer, and when you know where they must be placed, give me the rods and I'll place them. Unfortunately, there is a problem. What is it? These 3 rods are carefully crafted items. I only have a single set, and they have recently been lost. What do you mean by lost? Well, maybe taken is more apt description. You see, the crypts were recently infiltrated by someone who has caused havoc down there. What does this have to do with the crypts? It was where I stored the rods. The crypts had always been a quiet and safe place until recently. Then somebody broke into them and has performed some evil ritual that has awoken the dead. Damn. What happened to the rods? I don't know. Maybe the undead have them, or the one who raised them in the first place. A necromancer, I believe. A necromancer? Why would they be after the rods? I am not sure. There are plenty of items buried with the dead that they have been after. They may not even be aware of the nature of the rods and have stolen them simply for their worth in gold. So I need to recover these 3 rods so that we can use their magic to discover the source of the barrier problem? Yes. When you return the rods to me, I will perform the divination ritual and learn the location of where the rods should be planted. Will the ritual take long? No. Strictly speaking, we do not even need to do the ritual, but discerning the location of where the rods should be planted would be extremely difficult without the divine intervention. What if there's a necromancer involved? What should we do about them? That's another problem altogether, but until we can confirm what caused the undead to appear, then we may as well forget about that as nothing more than a theory for now. Perhaps I should start my search for the rods in the crypts then. I agree. Furthermore, I have another request. What is that, then? Well, maybe while you are searching the crypts, you could retrieve an item for me from down there. An item? Is it difficult to retrieve, then? Yes, it is. As well as potential critters, a landslide has destroyed the stairs that once led to the oldest crypt. And what is so special about this particular crypt? the sword of Ragnar Orin. You see, the oldest crypt contains the sarcophagus of our founder, and with him lies his sword. Is the sword worth anything? This sounds like grave robbing. Why would you want me to do that? Because whoever stole the crypt key and raised the dead may have been after it. I want you to get it safely back to me before it falls into the wrong hands. I suspect it will only be a matter of time before whoever's doing this breaks through to the older crypts and makes a grab for the sword. So I should try to retrieve the sword before it's too late? I'm glad you agree. Here, take these keys. You also need to acquire some rope to negotiate the collapsed stairs. Thanks for the reminder. Don't forget, however, that your priority is to find the 3 rods. It is possible they may still be down there somewhere, or they may have been removed from the crypts altogether. I'll do what I can. Just be ready for my return. And in the circumstances, I am sure you have Boran's blessing to keep whatever else you find in the crypts. For the dead there would surely pay you to keep their souls at rest if they could. Taking from graves is not normally my style, but I do need the gold. I will only take what I need. That might actually be a good one. Let's do that one. Yep, extra increase to influence. Let's see. I think we're done with this node. Yep. About the crypts. Okay, nothing there. Alright, I need some personal services. Alright, I think, wasn't he selling something? Let's talk to him again. Oh yeah, he does have some. Yeah, so besides him curing us, he's got some things he can sell to us too. Let's see what he's got. Alright, we did pick up those keys. Iron key, sanctuary trap door, and a smooth iron key to the crypts. Alright, let's see, what is he selling here otherwise? He's got some heal scrolls, but they're heavily expensive. We can't afford them. Special brew. Caster level 11. The Imbibber recovers 10 hit points per potion level, maximum 150, and is cured of the following states: blind, confused, dazed, deafened, diseased, feeble-minded, insane, nauseated, poisoned, and stunned. Mass inflict critical wounds. A lesser restoration. An antidote special brew. This tonic is sovereign against venoms, mineral toxins, and poisons of all sorts, neutralizing them. Okay. And cure critical wounds. A special brew, level 7. With the power to return people from the very brink of death. These potions do not come cheaply. Yeah, 251 coins. The target creature is healed of 48 points of damage, plus 1 point per potion level to a maximum of plus 20. Alright, he's got Raised Dead, a blank scroll, crafting material. Alright, yeah, he's got different levels of Cure Moderates and Cure Lights. And a speed potion, which is Expeditious Retreat. Boy, I wouldn't mind spending some money on some of that stuff, but we hardly have anything. A Chameleon Puzzle Stone for Origin. What is this thing? A chameleon puzzle is a small stone with a strange inscription etched upon it that can be understood by anybody, even those that cannot normally read. The inscription is comprised of a simple question or statement that, if answered or responded to correctly, transmutes the stone into the object it was hiding. Those who can afford such a luxurious object often hide items of value using them and guard the answer to the inscription they set with care. Some stones come with extra protection of damaging anybody who tries to transmute the stone with an incorrect response. This can be anything from a simple burn to a horrifying shock, or even something worse. While undetectable by any magic, it can sometimes be detected by those that are good at setting traps themselves. The downside to hiding an item this way is that if an item is recovered from the stone by someone other than the owner, then proving ownership of the original item is often impossible. This is why thieves like to crack the codes as fast as possible if they can. So maybe, yeah, if we had a rogue or something in a party, I guess we could do something with that. It's only 23 coins, but I only have 30 coins. We're going to come back to that later, though. That has got me curious. Let's see what else Origin has. He's got a bunch of recipes here. It's only 1 gold coin, though. But it's going to cost a lot of gold to make these items, it looks like. He's got cloaks and amulets. A dressing, sterile bandages, and treated bandages. Okay, this looks like it acts like a regeneration potion or something. Yeah, it heals damage over time, it looks like. Yep. And standard healing kits and holy waters. Oil of unbinding, a very fine oil that can be applied to an item that is bound to someone via a curse. Okay. So there must be some cursed items in this mod, huh? And we have a spirit balm salve. This balm has a soothing effect on the body and mind, providing increased resistance to negative damage, 30% negative damage resistance that lasts for 2 minutes. Alright, yeah, we're definitely going to come back to that stuff later. Alright, so, let's see, we had some journal updates. The barrier, I have learned that I can use 3 special rods to help locate the source of the barrier problem. However, there's an additional problem in that these rods were lost when someone recently broke into the crypts. The rods could be anywhere now. Recover the 3 lost rods. See task list. Yeah, that's this thing here. Alright, so yeah, we need to get 3 rods and we need the ant poison as well. And yeah, alright, continuing on. The sanctuary crypts. I have agreed to help clear out the crypts at the local sanctuary of Boran. Origin has asked me to find and retrieve a sword for him as well while I was at it. The book entitled Simpler Times speaks of how the darkening has affected magic. It also touches upon the rise of the Empire, but I did not learn much more about it than that. There's no escaping it. If I am to move forward in my quest, then I must find a way to reach the capital city of Boran and consider what to do next from there. Alright, yeah, we have to remove the barrier surrounding the village somehow and go to Boran. Alright, and I don't think there was any more new notes. Alright, so we have some more lore books here too.
Lore updated.
Ooh, lots of reading here. Alright, I'm not going to read this whole thing, so if you want to see it, I'll just slowly scroll through it and you can just pause if you want. I'll read this on my time too. There's a lot of reading going on here. Alright, and the homecoming.
Lore updated.
The soul.
Lore updated.
Alright, and the next... What did it say? And the
Lore
judgment.
updated.
Alright, and we have an altar here. Ooh, I like that graphic. Alright, altars can be used by priests and non-priests alike to give an offering to the god they serve. Although some altars may have minions watch over them from a different dimension, most work independently of such and will reward sacrifices made at them, no matter the religious persuasion of the one making the sacrifice. Note, however, a reward to one religious persuasion may not be seen as such by another, and so sacrifices made at altars to gods you oppose may attract unwanted side effects. You can now interact with the altar. Offer a sacrifice. And we got a trapdoor back here. Let's take a quick look at that. Is that the trapdoor? Yep, the iron key unlocked the trapdoor. Okay. Alright, before we mess around down there, though. Taylor White. Let's see, does Orchin have anything else to say? Let's talk to him. No, looks like we got it all. Let's talk to this guy. Taylor Wright. The hours between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. are times for my private rest. So, I would like to be left alone now, please. Please leave. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just come back to him later on. I should think so too. Morning will be soon enough. I'll come back later then. There's some crafting benches back here too. Alchemist workbench. Okay, yep, we can use it for crafting. And an enchantment workbench. Tomes and recipes. Alright, and there's another door here. Oh, what is that? What does that say? Bats, do not forget the garlic. Okay, that must be the bell tower. Alright, we got a locked armoire here. Ariel Dune refuses to let this action occur. Okay, yeah, we don't want to break into that. Let's see, a bookcase. Ooh, Holy Book of Boran. Okay, good. This might be what we need for Threska. Let's grab one. I don't think we need all of them. Let's just leave the rest. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. The Holy Book of Boran, a well-written tome depicting the life and works of one of the many gods that preside over the world of Althea. This book is invaluable to clerics that worship this god, as they use it to help prepare prayers they may need. Alright, if this book is read, the PC may change your faith to the god it represents. Note, however, once a faith has been chosen, then changing it again can only be done in certain life-changing circumstances. Well, I really don't have a problem with her worshipping Boran. Alright, let's just go ahead and activate it. Let's see what's going to happen here. This is the Holy Book of Boran. If you read this book, you are committing your faith to the god Boran. Committing to a faith is normally a one-time decision. Do you want to become a follower of Boran? Only usable by good. Yes, I will follow Boran. Your god is now Boran, okay? Simple as that, huh? Yep, we got Boran. Now, Ariel's...
How can I help?
Let's not mess with him. I think there might be something going on behind the scenes with him. Alright, let's go back to Threska. Holy Book of Abathor. Maybe we can sell that one now.
Yes.
Alright, let's look at our gear and make sure there's nothing else I've been forgetting. Alright, we read all that stuff. And let's see.
Yes.
Everybody's got 1,500 experience points. So I guess we're going to go upstairs. No, let's check our spell book. Nothing changed, right? Since we changed gods? Doesn't look like it.
Yes.
Oh, we still need to do aerial spells too. Let's see, level 1. What do we want to get? Probably Orb. Yeah, let's get Orb of Sound in there. And let's get another Acid Splash. Alright, I think we're ready to go.
Yes,
let's go to Kenneth. I'm guessing we're going to be fighting some bats. And this Taylor. Wait up a minute. There's something you need to know. What is it, Taylor? Beyond this door is where bats are. Don't worry, Taylor. We'll be alright. I just wanted to remind you that carrying garlic helps keep them at bay. Stand by me, Taylor, and I'll teach you a few things you'll never know. Alright, let's keep going. Uh-oh. Combat initiated. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Alright, there's a bunch of guano, a bell rope. Alright, bell-free bats. Oh, wait, won't let us examine them? Oh, yeah, it will. The bats are nocturnal flying animals. They're easy. Alright. Oh. Hang on. What is this? Persistent name for belfry bats. Alright, Kenneth is up front.
Weapon. No weapon.
Yeah, we don't have any weapons. She's casting. Alright, there's a bat right here. Let's deal with that one. Alright, looks like they're going down fairly simply. Using nothing but our fists. Bats in the belfry. Oh, that's kind of cool. Quest complete. I have cleared some bats from the church tower at New Edgeton. Alright. Alright, let's see. We got some remains here. And it looks like these ones are glitching here a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can pick up some of this stuff here. Alright, a bat tooth and bat wings. Let's grab all that. It's hard to grab them, it looks like. Come on. Alright, let's grab all that. Ooh, this one's got a greater essence on him. Let's grab that. Alright. And a little more of the same. It looks like it's going to be a lot of crafting material we're pulling off of these bats. Alright. I should probably be giving all this stuff to Ariel. Let's see here. Bat wings. This item can be used in alchemy. It's a bounty item. Alright. Now something else. There's this new feature here, give to PC. So if there's multiple PCs, we can just easily pass it over to them. So there we go. And let's see, that essence. Let's take a look at this thing. This essence swirls and glows with a bright but unstable blue light. The Shaper's alembic can be used with volatile essences to create more stable essences. Alright, let's pass that to Ariel. And we have bat teeth. This tooth is small but needle sharp. Alright, yeah, we can pull faint air essences out of it with a craft alchemy rank of 4. Alright, now, can we still move it just by dragging? Let's make sure. Yeah, it looks like we can.
Yes, that is so.
Alright, so it looks like we're probably going to have to get a mortar and pestle to start messing with that stuff.
Yes,
Yeah, we
that is
currently
so.
don't have one. Alright, let's continue on. And some guano. Bat droppings have dirtied the floor here. Huh. And a bell rope. Huh. Orchin shouts, "Stop playing with the bell, child." Alright, and there is a door here. Combination locker. Oh, is that for Taylor and Origin? I don't want to mess with that. Let's get everybody together here. Let's see. Let's go to Threska. Alright, yeah, that's going to be an alignment shift if we mess with that, it looks like. Alright, what do we have back here? Diary of Origin. Orichin's diary contains many entries, but it is the recent entry about the barrier problem you find interesting. I was to do the divination prayer today to help locate the source of the barrier problem. Unfortunately, the 3 rods I was going to use that the prayer would have given me information on where to plant have been taken. I had left the rods in a chest in the crypts, which is normally a secure location. No one enters them without me normally. However, recently, someone stole the crypt key and entered the crypts via the graveyard. This perpetrator was no normal person. I fear the work of a necromancer. The crypts are no longer a safe place to go since a perpetrator has broken into them. The outer chambers are now filled with the corpses come alive again. They roam the crypts, destroying everything in their path. I believe it was one of these undead creatures, or the initial perpetrator, who has taken or disturbed the location of the rods. Whatever the case, until I have access to the rods again, there is little point trying to divine where they should be placed to activate their locating magic. Yeah, we know about all that. And there was something else. What is this? What do we got here? A lamp. And it turns on the light. And this one do the same thing? Yep. Alright. Doesn't appear there's anything else we can get into up here without changing our alignment toward evil or chaotic. But alright, let's get out of here. Let's see here. Is everybody with us? Yeah, come along, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's go talk to Origin and let him know that we have completed that task. I have cleared the bats that troubled your belfry for you. Excellent news. I can finally clear up their mess and keep the place clean. Do I get a reward for doing that? My pleasure, just helping out where I can. Well, it has certainly saved me some time and trouble. Here, you may have some healing potions as a token of my thanks, and you are welcome to the garlic if you like. We got a diplomacy option. Is that all I get? I could have been killed. Alright, now that you can rid yourself of the garlic, I'm sure your own business will approve to allow a more generous reward. That's probably going to be an alignment change. You know, let's see what's going to happen. Alright, success. Was the smell really that bad? Oh well, I suppose you are right in what you say. Here, take this gold as well. Alright. Let's see, anything else? That's all for now, actually. Alright, did our alignment change or anything? No, but we did get some experience points out of that one. Yeah, because I was controlling Threska at the time, so I wasn't too concerned. Alright, we got an extra 50 gold pieces out of the deal. Alright, yeah, we can probably do a lot of the dialogues like that then with Threska or even Ariel. So I shouldn't have to worry about alignment changes if we do that. Let's see here.
Is there something you wish?
Now the next thing, we got 80 gold pieces. He did give us some Cure Light Wounds potions. They're level 1s, huh? So it's 1d8 plus 1 point, huh? What do we want to do next? Oh, you know what? We should probably try to do some crafting, too. Let's see, what time is it? Looks like 10 o'clock in the evening, huh? Yep, 2200. Is there anything else we need to do here? I wonder what the sacrifice is for this. Offer your sacrifice. Actually, it might have been in one of these lore books, too. I haven't really read through them very carefully, but I'll figure that out later on. In the meantime, let's see, there's nothing new here, is there? No. And let's talk to Taylor. Anything else? Alright, sorry for disturbing you. We'll come back to see him later. Alright, let's get out of here.
Yes, that is so.
Alright, so it looks like we can get down inside that crypt. And let's see, journal update. Alright, we know all about that. Origin Newborn was pleased with my work in clearing the bats from the belfry and gave me a small reward. Alright. So, ooh, look at that. Is that, yeah, that's the one with those wards on the door. I didn't notice those before. You know what, let's check this while we're here. I think this is part of the quest. You approach the back entrance to the property. In the shadows you notice a small sigil engraved into the door frame. You don't recall seeing this during the daylight hours. Alright, carefully examine it again. Interesting, this is a special ward against entry. We know about that one already. Journal update. There's some kind of magic preventing me from entering Fairchild's property. If I cannot discover a way in, then maybe Origin will be able to help. Seek Orichin's advice. Okay, well, while we're over here, let's go talk. Oh, it's locked now. Okay. Not getting in there. From somewhere in the direction of the mill and the graveyard, you hear a scream. Huh. Ignore the scream. Huh. Run towards the direction of the scream. Murder. Uh-oh. With blood gushing from a wound in his chest, the man looks up at you with agony in his eyes and gasps. Why, the cold lady. He dies before you can offer any assistance. Look around. Hey, you! Did you see what happened? I heard her scream just now, but I didn't see anything. That's a shame. A witness would have been a great help. I didn't see anything. Did anyone else? You are the first person I have spoken to. Tell me, does the phrase, "Why the cold lady," mean anything to you? No, should it? It was the last thing I heard the poor critter cry out before he croaked it. I'm sorry, it means nothing to me. If... One moment, please. Guard! We need Origin. I want to get this body moved as quickly as possible. Right away, sir! As I was about to say, if I learn anything, then I'll alert the correct authorities. Very well. On your way, then, and keep out of trouble. Okay. Murder. Alright, let's see. The scream I heard was somebody being murdered. The guard questioned me about it, but I knew nothing. The man's last words had been, "Why the cold lady?" I said if I discovered anything, I would let the authorities know. Solve the murder mystery. Who's the cold lady? Report to Origin or Talloy. Let's investigate the body here. Pitcher and a torch. Offer your sacrifice. An altar. Okay, I think that might be a little bit of buggery there. Alright, we got a pitcher here. Alright, let's... Found something? I found this picture on the body. Do you recognize the girl? The face looks familiar, but it lacks any detail, and could be one of any number of women I have known in the past. I wonder if anybody else might recognize her. Hang on to the picture for now and ask around if you like. If you should learn of anything, let Talloy or Origin know. I will take care of the body in a little while. Very well. Alright, a picture of a charming young woman found on the body of a murdered man. Alright, let's grab that torch too. Let's do an examine. The man has a bloody wound on his side, possibly caused by a knife or other sharp object. Let's see if this guard says anything else. Have you discovered anything else? Not yet. I'll keep my eyes open for anything suspicious. Who's this? A villager. I heard a scream and came as soon as I could. Yeah, she's probably the one, huh? Let's take a closer look at her. Nope, nothing spectacular. Let's see. Let's leave all that stuff alone, I guess. Alright, so I guess we gotta speak to people and see if they know anything. Alright, that door's still locked. Let's talk to this guard here and see if he says anything. One moment, sir. This is important. I'm investigating the recent murder. That may be, sir, but my orders are not to let anybody in until the body has been seen to. You will have to come back later, I'm afraid. How long will this take? I'm sure it won't take too long. Once the body has been dealt with, things will be back to normal. Very well, I'll come back later. Alright, it looks like we're not going to get much done here at night, so... yeah, I still want to craft me some weapons here. For the hell of it, can we get anything change here? Listen at the door. Oh, hang on, what is going on here? Okay. Oh, that's a summoned. Okay, that's a summoned wolf. Okay, that had me confused because it looks just like Scraps. Alright, so we need to bring up her familiar, or Ariel's familiar again. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, yeah, we gotta reset the name again. Crixus. Alright, our bat is with us once again. Alright, now let's go look at this door again here. And let's knock one more time just to see if anything changes. Go away. Alright. Alright, look, we've got another journal update. Discovered a picture of a young woman, this cold lady. Or does something complete? Nope, looks like we read that already. Alright. Let's go. Alright, just for the hell of it, let's check the guild door again. I doubt if we'll be able to get into it, but let's give it a shot. But I wish to enter now. Nope, we're not getting in there. Alright, let's go back over to the blacksmith. Let's see if we can get a mold and craft up a blade. Yeah, this place is still locked up too. Yeah, we still need to get some rope. It looks like we're going to need that for the crypt as well. Alright, into the smithy.
There's something. Walk in my step. Follow me.
Alright, let's talk to Todd. Take a look at this picture. Do you recognize the girl in it? No, sorry, I don't. Thanks for looking. Alright, show me your wares. Alright, let's see. Hopefully he's... Oh. Does he still have it, or did it change? He's got War Mace, comma... and armor, and... Morning Star he's got, but I think we can buy that. Alright, longsword mold for 37. We have 80. Let's go ahead and buy it. Let's see, is there anything else? Dark Steel Mithril. Yeah, he's got no more ore that we could possibly buy off of him. Alright. Let's go back to Ariel.
Yes, that is so.
Torch. Last one game hour. Alright, let's hotkey that torch. Let's see. I want to go to a smithing workbench. And we need to drop. Let's put all three. We only need 2, but let's test this to see if it'll do the math correctly here. Oh, yeah, I need to go to Ariel. And let's put this on it. And Let's use the smith hammer. Let's hotkey that thing too. It's not a valid recipe. Oh wait, we got some buggery going on here. Yeah, it just duplicated the longsword mold. Alright, you know what? We're going to drop that. We're not supposed to... Well... Alright, yeah, there's definitely some buggery going on right there. I don't know why it duplicated, but... Let's go ahead and split it. And I think I'm just going to drop it and act like we never had it, if we can drop it. Yep. Alright, let's split the ingots then. Alright, so we got 2 ingots. Let's open this up. Let's drop the 2 ingots in there and a mold. And let's use... Alright, there's our longsword. Let's grab everything. And let's grab that and equip it. Alright, we still got that shovel too. In the meantime... Yeah, let's pass that to Thraska. So now she's got a weapon in case we need to.
Walk in my step.
And let's hotkey that longsword.
No weapon.
Yes.
How can I help?
Alright, I think that's going to be it.
Yes.
And we have the garlic too now. This item can be used in alchemy. Alright, let's pass that off.
Yes.
Alright, we still need a mortar and pestle as well, and we're running up on time too. So, we know there's a little bit of buggery going on there that duplicates a mold. But we'll be fine. Nothing changed there. Alright, and we are running up on
Is there
time.
something you wish?
Yes.
Yep, I think that's going to be it for now. Let's continue on in the next episode. Don't forget that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in the next one.